back at you today. Beautiful day out today on a Wednesday. It's about 70, 72 degrees out. Figured I'd go out for a walk today, do a video. I haven't done a video in a couple of days, so I figured I'd come back on here and do some more positive stuff. So, as some people are fully aware, I'm trying to transition myself to out west to better environment. I woke up this morning for an email for a job that I applied for. It's a good job, real good job, good benefits, possible pension. Well, not possible pension. You get a pension after 5 years of service. I'm all about the job security. Sometimes I have a decent job now. I mean, a lot of people would kill to have the job that I have. But sometimes, when you're not happy, you have to, do what you got to do and to find that place to make you happy again. I mean, you can make $100,000 a year, but if you're not happy, what's the point? So, and on top of that, I've been applying for a lot of jobs left and right. So I got a call. I got 3 phone calls last night, and I got 2 phone interviews on Monday. I got 2 phone interviews on Monday for 2 separate jobs. Plus, one of the jobs I applied for, I got an email this morning stating that it's like a 12-point checklist you have to do. So I passed the first 4 points. Now, the next one is some type of assessment I have to take, drug testing and stuff like that. I don't do drugs. I barely drink, so I'm not worried about that. And the background check, I'm not concerned about at all because I've never been in trouble. So a level of optimism, a level of positivity. I'm looking forward to see where this goes, but I mean, things are only looking up from here. So we just have to wait and see and just go from there. But I'm in a better place mentally, physically, and emotionally, than I was. Like I said, it's been a rough couple of months, but you know, if you're resilient and if you focus on, try to focus on the positives, you can overcome anything. But I'm very excited about the news. The email I got today was actually very, very encouraging. Like, like I said, it's a 12-point process. I was a little bit concerned about check point 4. Won't get into it, but I passed that checkpoint, so I'm very excited about that. And like I said, on anything, they're gonna go up from here. So I'm really, really excited about that, and looking forward to see where it goes from here. Like I said, I was out in Phoenix last week. Unfortunately, I missed that test by 2 points. So the job I went out there for, I wasn't eligible for because I missed the civil service exam by 2 points. Excuse me. But that doesn't discourage me from that doesn't discourage me. I just keep going, plugging away. So I'm very excited about the other opportunities I have. So, and like I said, Phoenix is interesting. It's all desert. It's usually hot during the summertime and stuff like that. But I've been to Phoenix 4 times already, and I like it. And like I said before, like gives me an opportunity to on my off days, if I have a long weekend or I have 3 or 4 days off consecutively, like type of jobs that I'm applying for, I will have consecutive days off, or like I'll do like 10-hour shifts, 14-hour shifts, or 3 12-hour shifts. I will be able to take a long weekend, and maybe I'll go up to San Diego, or go up to San Francisco, fly to San Francisco, because I love me some California, as I mentioned in all my videos before. So this gives me an opportunity to be closer there and explore different things. I want to go to Seattle again. I want to go to Vancouver. I've never been to Vancouver. I've been to the eastern part of Canada, Nova Scotia, Toronto, and Montreal. Love me some Montreal, by the way. But I heard Vancouver is very beautiful. So I live out west. I have an opportunity to do that as well. Check out Portland, Oregon. Go to those random states like Idaho and Wyoming. Be accessible to those states as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on. If you notice, I've shaved my face. I don't like it, but I did it because my face was a mess. So I shaved my face. I'll wait till my little beard hair grows back. So I'll get that back. Hopefully I'll be able to keep it in the line of work I'm going into. We'll have to see. I didn't notice if the people that I might be working for have facial hair or not. But we'll see. Hope I can get to keep my facial hair, hopefully. But yeah, I just a lot of people. I know some people that were struggling with like depression and mental illnesses and stuff like that. It's very important to try to keep your spirits up. I know it's a lot easier said than done, but the most important thing is to surround yourself with positive people. That's the most important thing you can possibly do. Or try to have positive thoughts. And when you think the walls are closing in on you, and everything's caving in on you, and you have no one to talk to, if you can find a way to keep positive thoughts in your mind, you will overcome anything. And that's just the way I look at things. Like I said, it's been a rough couple of months in my personal life. It sucked, but at the end of the day, things happen for a reason. It is what it is. It's just you have to just pick yourself off the ground and just keep plugging forward. So, and for me, getting these emails this morning saying that you passed this step and on to the next step, and there's drug testing involved, which, like I said, I'm not worried about that. I don't do drugs. I barely drink alcohol. Maybe I'll have an alcoholic beverage once every 3 months, unless I'm in a social setting or with my friends and stuff like that. But I don't drink alcohol on a regular basis. You don't catch me having a drink on a Tuesday night, or a Wednesday night. Maybe on a Friday night, maybe. On a weekend, maybe. But most of the time, it's Coca-Cola for me or vitamin water. That's just me. Call me boring if you want, but that's just how I am. But I'm very optimistic about my future. I'm very optimistic to see how things go going forward. And like I said before, it's one of those things where, you wake up to good news this morning. I got 2 phone interviews on Monday, for jobs. I called the guy back last night for a third opportunity for a job. And then I got an email from this place this morning that I passed step 4. So, granted, for me, where I work at now, it looks good on the resume. It looks good. Having a criminal justice background, having the experience, worked in a variety of places where I was able to use my experience. I remember working in one security place. I was working there, and I was going to school. So I was able to obtain my degree while I was working. And I was gaining experience while going to school. So it helped me when I got my degree, it helped me flourish into other opportunities to where I am at today. And I'm a big believer that, it's very important to focus on the here and now. I'm an avid proponent of that. You're here to focus on the here and now. But at the same token, I'm also focused on my future. If I can set myself up for the here and now and be all set for the future, then I feel like I've accomplished a lot. I accomplished everything, have the 403B, have the pension, have the 401k, that's my future. But, I want to try to set myself up for the here and now as well. So I got the best of both worlds. There's always a plan and a reason for everything that I do, That's why I feel like I'm a patient person. I don't want to just jump to any conclusions without knowing there's some security and there's some type of plan in place. Like, you can call it like a strategy. Excuse me, I still have a little cold, but, I strategize these things. Like, okay, if I do this, I have to have these steps in place in order to do this. Like, I don't want to go across the country and not have a plan in place. So, I want to make sure I can secure myself a decent job, get myself out there, and then get the ball rolling. That's how I look at things. That's how I want to look at things. You have to plan in place. Luckily for me, I don't have any kids. I'm not married, so it's just me. But still, I don't want to go out there with nothing, and then I'll be screwed. That's just not the way to do things. You gotta play it smart, do things the right way, and plan accordingly. But I'm good. How are you? But I want to stress that it's very important to make sure that, your plans are in place, you have a goal in mind, and you stick to it. I mean, I understand things change, and, life isn't straight and narrow. There are some ups and downs. I get that. But at the same time, it's just, you have a list of goals, tackle each little mini goal first. Don't try to do everything at once. Have a list in place and check off every little thing that you do and go from there. That's how I do things. So, I'm being patient. I'm doing what I need to do. And I'm focusing on the bigger picture. So, I'm very optimistic about my future. I'm very optimistic that I'll be able to achieve my goals and, live happily ever after. Whether that's with somebody or with not. Everyone wants to be with somebody. I get that. No one wants to be alone. But at the same time, you got to take care of yourself first before you can worry about someone else. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm worried about myself first, get myself situated, and once that happens, we'll see where it goes. But I'm very, 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 very happy and excited about the email this morning, the opportunity to have a couple of phone interviews next week. Pretty good jobs, I put a lot of work and hard work into my experience. I put a foundation on the job I work now, plus my experience, plus my degree. I play a foundation, and I want to try to flip that experience and that foundation into something better, a better opportunity for myself. So I take pride in that I worked hard to get to where I'm at now, even though some people might not think what I do now it's very important. I have a very important job, but I want to be able to flip that into something better opportunities, better life experiences, better life happiness. That's my plan, and I'm working hard to try to get to that point right now. So, as they say, it takes one day at a time. Rome wasn't built in a day. So, I'm looking forward to the challenges ahead, and then going from there. So, all right, YouTube, I'm gonna cut this one a little short, even though I've been on for almost 13 minutes rambling. But just wanted to share the news I got. Like I said, nothing's set in stone. It's just the process. But one of the ladies yesterday did say, with their resume experience, we're very impressed with your credentials, and we're very interested in seeing what you have to offer. So, like I said, hard work pays off in the long run. Even when one place doesn't appreciate you, somebody else will. And, I let my resume, my work ethic speak for itself. All I know is hard work. That's all I know. I understand nothing was ever given to me. I had to work hard for everything I got. And I'm not done working hard. I want to work smarter, but I also want to have the mindset that nothing is ever given to me. If you want to achieve something in life, you have to work for it. And that's the way I was raised, that's the way I was brought up, and that's the way I will continue to live, At some point, I want to be able to not work as hard, but still appreciate the things that I have. But for the time being, I got to do what I got to do, All right, YouTube, it's been real. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Half man, half Mason out. Peace.